Tim, I haven't met a single Bernie supporter that believed that he didn't have a chance to win the nomination because the process was rigged. Everybody that I know that supported Bernie believed that the process was legitimate and that he was running a bona fide process, in a bona fide process to get the nomination. So
Right
I just think
now,
that's totally invalid.
right now, and it's not just it to us. And I know, this is a little, just well, it's not my opinion. We realize at this point that he had a chance to win it all.
Mhm.
That's the other thing. That
Mhm.
there is some emotion with the supporters and with the general public that's like, because we can read, like, Bernie right now is the most popular active politician in the United States.
Right.
The next closest politician is Elizabeth Warren. Jimmy Dore was on my show. We talked about it.
Mm.
And they both happen to be closer to the ideology of Bernie. So the two most popular politicians in America support the stances that Bernie supports. And you mean to tell me you don't think that man could have won, or that candidate couldn't have won the election? So,
Right.
this is going to be raw for a long time. If the DNC thinks this is going to go away, I'll just ask you this, and guys, this is nothing to do with the case. The DNC Unity Tour,
Mm.
Jared, I don't know, man. They should have invited you on the Unity Tour, right? They should have tried to.
Well, yeah, the Unity Tour. Here's my take on that. I mean, I've represented, a lot of people in my practice, not just in this case, but, just more generally, who have been victims of fraud, who have been injured by corporations or other people. And, that's why people bring lawsuits, right? And I can tell you that generally you don't want to engage in unity with the other side unless you've had justice when someone's defrauded you.
Wow.
I mean, that's just the way it is. I mean, you don't hold hands with the person on the other side until you believe that your grievances have been addressed and that you've obtained justice. I mean, that's why we have a legal system. So to me, the concept of unity is a non-starter at this point.
Yeah, very premature. If you bust my windows out of my car, yeah, I'll shake your hand after you get my windows fixed.
Right.
Then
Exactly.
we can, then we can forget about, oh yeah, yeah, the windows all fixed. Yeah, man, I'm really
Right.
sorry I did it. Okay, well, you know what? Let bygones be bygones. Thank you. Don't do it again. But yeah, they want to shake hands with the window. The glass is still in my seat.
Exactly. Exactly.
Jared, is there anything that you would like to add that I try to do a good job asking questions, but I'm sure you got some stuff you might want to say just to kind of like wrap it up for them, or
Yeah.
give us some food for thought.
A lot of people ask, how can they help with the lawsuit? How can they support us? And my response to that is, we're litigating this. We're going through the process. It's the legal process is I like to call it slow and steady. I have great faith we're going to get to the right result, but things take time. We have due process in this country, which means that we have to go through various stages. But in the sort of immediate future, if you want to help this case, get the word out about it. I mean, we were facing a mainstream media blackout. So the best thing you can do is help. Help in the face of that blackout by getting the word out to your friends, to your colleagues, to people on social media, to people outside of social media about what's going on in this court. Maybe share with them what you've read in the transcript, what you've read about people who've looked at the transcript. Support independent media sources such as this show, because this is really the only place where the truth is getting out about this case and really about everything else that's going on in our crazy political scene right now. And so the best thing you can do, I think, as a participant, concerned participant in our society, concerned about our political system, is support your independent media and keep your independent media going, because that's really, really important right now The judge in our case, he closed the hearing by saying that democracy demands the truth because the people have to make intelligent decisions. And I think that that statement also speaks to the importance of our independent media getting out the truth.
I love it, man, and I love that statement. As I told HA, who read that to me on our show yesterday live, I said, man, that was the cherry on top, man, because that's so true. The truth must come out if we're going to have a democracy. Jared, thank you so much, man, for making time. How can people find you on Twitter? I know a lot of people want to follow you.
Real pleasure being here with you tonight.
You got it, man. Give it up one more time, guys. Jared Beck and Elizabeth Beck, guys. Fighting for our democracy. Appreciate it.